Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You know, we've seen a lot of crazy things happen in Quahog over the years. But today we're diving into a story you might have missed. The time Meg Griffin, yes, that Meg Griffin, decided to become a video game developer. It all started on a typical day at the Griffin household. Peter was doing something ridiculous with the giant chicken. Lois was trying to maintain a semblance of sanity. Frizz was talking to his evil monkey, and Stewie was probably plotting world domination. And Meg, well, Meg was being completely and utterly ignored. Fed up with being the family punching bag, she decided she needed a project, something to pour her energy into. Something that would finally make everyone see her for who she really is. And what's bigger and more impressive in this day and age than creating your own video game? So, Meg locked herself in her room, fueled by lukewarm diet soda and a burning desire for validation. She dusted off an old computer, hit the books, and started learning how to code. You might be picturing a montage of her furiously typing, code flying across the screen, and yeah, there was some of that. But there were also moments of sheer frustration, bugs that made no sense, and countless nights spent staring at a screen, wondering if she should just give up. But she didn't. She pushed through, teaching herself everything from character design to programming logic. Her initial idea was a fantasy RPG called The Chronicles of Angoria, a magical land named after her real first name, Megan. The protagonist was a powerful, beloved princess who definitely didn't look suspiciously like a cooler version of herself. But the more she worked on it, the more she realized that wasn't the story she wanted to tell. It felt inauthentic. So, she scrapped it. She decided to create a game that was brutally, hilariously honest. The new title, Shut Up, Meg 2. It was a life simulation game where you play as a teenage girl trying to survive the absurd chaos of her family and high school. The goal wasn't to win or defeat a final boss. It was just to get through a single day without a complete mental breakdown. The gameplay was genius in its simplicity. Players had to navigate a series of minigames. One moment, you're trying to dodge Peter's harebrained schemes, which could be anything from a flying couch to an indoor ostrich farm. The next, you're in a dialogue battle at school, trying to avoid the insults of Connie D'Amico and her popular crew. There was even a rhythm game where you had to perfectly time your sighs and eye rolls during family dinner to avoid triggering a lecture from Lois. The characters in the game were familiar. You had Dadman, a bumbling oaf who was the source of most of the game's random, destructive events. Mum Lady, who offered quests like Find My Other Earring or Pretend you're reinterested in this PTA story. There was Brother Dude, who required you to protect him from a closet monkey, and Baby Genius, who would occasionally offer cryptic but useful power-ups if you'd solved his complex riddles. Meg poured her heart, soul, and all her pent-up frustration into this game. The dialogue was sharp, witty, and painfully relatable for anyone who's ever felt like an outcast. She even recorded her own voiceover for the main character, filled with sarcastic asides and long, drawn-out groans. This wasn't just a game. It was her diary, her therapy, and her secret revenge, all rolled into one. After months of work, Shut Up, Meg was finally ready. With trembling hands, she uploaded it to an indie game website, not expecting much. She didn't even tell her family. What was the point? They'd probably just make fun of it. She closed her laptop and went to bed, figuring that was the end of it. But it wasn't. The next morning, something incredible happened. The game had a few downloads, then a few more. A small streamer played it live, and their audience loved it. They defend the humor, the challenge, and most importantly, the heart in Meg's creation. The streamer's chat was flooded with comments like, "This is hilarious, and I feel this so hard." Within a week, Shut Up! Meg had gone viral. Major gaming websites were writing articles about this surprise hit from an unknown developer. They called it a satirical masterpiece and the most painfully honest game of the year. 2. People all over the world were playing as Meg, navigating the Griffin family's unique brand of madness. They were finally seeing the world through her eyes. Back in Quahog, the Griffins were oblivious, at least at first. Then, one evening, Chris ran into the living room, holding his phone. "Guys, you have to see this. It's this new game everyone's playing. It's called Shut Up, Meg, and it looks just like our house." Peter, Lois, and Brian gathered around. But watched in stunned silence as a gameplay video showed the Dadman character accidentally launching the family car into the drunken clam. Peter squinted. Wait a minute. That bumbling idiot is handsome and relatable. I like him. Lois was less amused. Is that mum lady character supposed to be me? Why is her main quest about coupons? The truth finally came out when Meg walked in. She saw the video on Chris's phone and her face went pale. The family turned to stare at her. For a moment, there was silence. Meg braced for the inevitable storm of mockery. But what happened next was something no one, least of all Meg, could have predicted. Peter looked at her, then back at the phone, and a slow grin spread across his face. "Meg, you made this. This game where I'm the cool action hero dad." Chris chimed in. "Yeah. And the closet monkey is a really tough boss." Even Stewie, looking over Lois's shoulder, muttered, "The baby genius puzzles are surprisingly sophisticated." Well done, Megan. For the first time, her family wasn't making fun of her. They were impressed. They were actually proud of her. They saw the hard work, the creativity, and the humor in what she had built. They finally saw her. Spent the rest of the night huddled around the computer, watching Meg play her own game, cheering her on as she dodged Peter's digital shenanigans and outsmarted Connie D'Amico. In the end, Meg's game didn't just earn her fame and respect online. It earned her a new kind of respect from her own family. She found her voice not by shouting to be heard, but by creating a world where people were willing to listen. She proved that even when you feel invisible, you have the power to create something that makes the whole world see you. It's a great reminder that sometimes the best way to change your story is to be the one who writes it. What do you guys think? Would you play Shut Up, Meg? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this little trip to Quahog, forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite animated worlds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.